I really enjoyed the film. I mean, I'm going to begin. Ryan's World as a channel is a kind of global phenomenon. I just wondered when you first kind of started it all out, did you ever imagine it growing to the place it's got to now and having a movie come out of it?
To me? Well, when I first started, I think the channel was meant for like documenting my daily life and like it was gonna be shown to like our family and our extended family so they could like watch me grow up. And we never expected that it would reach so many people and that it would become like this big.
Yeah, because I mean, Ryan, you're officially a movie star. How does that feel?
Very cool.
I mean, it looked like a really super fun film to make. I mean, you can just feel it when you watch it. Was there one particular day for all of you that was the most fun on set?
I think the last day was really fun because there was a part where we could throw water balloons at each other, and the director, Albie, let us practice on him, and we were all just rah, rah, all at him.
And then Shion, I was going to ask, I mean, whose idea was it for you to dress up as a rabbit? And have you kept the costume as a souvenir as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. So it's a same team as many of them, a same team as our TV show, Ryan's Mystery Playdate. And a lot of times, Loann and myself, we wear a very silly costume in the TV show. So that essence, kind of, we're trying to bring it into the movie too. We always have fun just dressing up as a silly character and goof around on the film. So yeah, we had a great time.
I just imagine your wardrobe is just full of fancy dress costumes.
Yeah, but we filmed during the summertime, so it was a little bit hot, but it was really fun with him.
And I was going to ask Ryan about if are you a sort of comic book fan? If so, who would you say is your kind of favorite superhero? And are you a big fan of the kind of Marvel and DC movies and stuff?
I think Spider-Man is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he's probably my favorite as well. To be fair, there's a lot of movies to do with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But if this is a question for all of you, if you could all get stuck in another movie or in a comic book, a bit like Emma and Kate do in the movie, what film or comic would you choose to get stuck in?
I would say Lord of the Ring, and with the dragons and spells and wizards. You know, I hope I can be a wizard in that, not just a peasant or just a regular person. I should have a special power in there. What about you, Ryan?
Maybe like Star Wars. I want to be one of the people who have like lightsabers.
You mean Jedi?
Yeah, but also not just Jedi.
Oh, okay. Oh, it could be a dark side.
Yeah.
All right, what about you, mommy?
So I grew up watching Power Rangers, the original series, when it first came to the US. I mean, my mind was blown. I just remember my cousin and I were the same age. So every day we would come back home after school, watch the episode, and we just reenact, as Power Rangers. So yeah, I would like to be one of the gang in an alternate universe.
I love the Power Rangers movie. There's one move the blue Power Ranger does in the film that I tried to recreate at home, and I fell over and I broke my wrist. So I never.
Oh, no.
But that was my career as a Power Ranger all over. So what are your kind of family plans when this movie is released? Are you all going to kind of go and watch it in the theatre? Or are you kind of host friends and family, or might there even be a screening of it at school with all your friends, Ryan?
Yeah, we have a plan for the premiere. I think possibly in LA, and also when we launch in the theater August 16th, we were thinking about maybe going back to Hawaii, and Ryan have a lot of friends from school and from neighborhood. We were thinking about maybe just going all together and watching it along with his fans and his friends and our families too.
And so now we've obviously had a movie. I have to ask, what's next? What's the next thing to come out of the Ryan's World franchise, if we can call it that?
Anything you want to do next?
Well, if the fans ask for another movie, then maybe.
The sequel?
Yeah.
Can Emma and Kay get a bigger role next time? Even bigger? It was a big role this time, but even bigger?
Yeah.
I was going to ask just my final question, really. Well, actually, I was going to ask about just working. I mean, with your kind of parents sat beside you, your kind of sisters. So, how kind of fulfilling is it to be putting out kind of really cool content for the world with your family and the people that you love the most?
Well, it's really fun and exciting to do it like with my family, and they support me the whole way. it's just a really fun experience.
And just one last one for the parents. You must be so proud.
Yeah, we're very proud, and Ryan's turning 13 this year. He's going to be a teenager, so it's a big new chapter for him. And we really emphasize that part in the movie that he's growing up. He's a little bit different from when we started. He was 3 years old. He's a big brother now to MNK, and I think to the fans too. A lot of fans still. Our core demographic is probably 5 to 8 years old. So Ryan becoming their aspirational kind of image or character. So this movie is really emphasizing that component, and I'm really glad to celebrate Ryan's turning into teenager, new chapter along with his fans.
Brilliant. Well, that lovely note. Thank you so much for your time today, and best of luck with the release of the movie when it comes out.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey You Guys!